Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Candid podcast. I'm the Sci Guy. We sit down for an in-depth conversation that navigates through the trials and tribulations of life's most challenging moments. Our podcast is a tapestry of human resilience, a place where laughter and stories light up even the darkest of times. Ladies and gentlemen, we have special guests here with us today. We got KB and Genny in the house. Welcome, KB and Genny.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. So, tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where do you come from? Where do you reside?
We are from the Bay, 415.
415?
San Francisco.
Okay.
We made it all the way out to Phoenix just for this.
It's special for your side.
Oh, my goodness. I feel special. I really do. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you had to fly all the way out here to share your trials, they must be some goddamn trials.
21 years.
21 years of trials?
Of married to an Arab man.
Oh, my God. What does that mean?
What a privilege.
Oh, my goodness.
As someone said, oh, he's a Powerball.
What?
She won the Powerball, right?
Oh, she won the
That's what he
lottery.
She said she won the lottery. I
my
said, no, it's
goodness.
a Powerball. And she got the ball. That's it. She got the mega.
There you go. There's the Powerball right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. She won the lottery. Genny, you won the lottery. You married an Arab.
Jenny knew nothing about the Arab culture.
You knew nothing about the Arab culture.
Yes.
Okay, so 90
So, yes,
days.
nothing to know about the Arab culture. I was completely blindsided by so many things, honestly, truly. But, something is clicking 21 years later. And I think it's been interesting and very enriching to learn about the culture.
I noticed you said culture, not religion.
Well, because we're a completely different religion. I mean, I'm Catholic.
Okay.
I'm Catholic.
Okay.
I remain Catholic. And we talked about that, How do you feel about me not converting or he not converting? And it was just a conversation. And I respect that, the fact that religion is very important to him and religion is important to me too. So we were going to respect each other's space when it came to that.
Absolutely.
And so it was discussed.
So how does that dynamic work? Do you guys celebrate Christmas and Eid and do the Ramadan and Catholicism is
Easter.
Easter. So you guys make it work. You balance it out.
We do. We make
Complement
it work.
each other.
Absolutely. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we accept each other without wanting to change. We're just embracing each other's culture and enriching our lives with it. And our family support has a lot to do with it. I think my family loves Khaled and is understanding more of the culture, which I think is the beauty of it. That if more people understood the religion and their culture and not what they see on the media, it would be so much more enriched and the world would be a better place.
1,000%, I agree.
So because of that, I think it's been easy for my family to accept the fact that we're two different religions. And they love the fact that he's so passionate of his religion and his culture. And they do everything in their power to make him comfortable. I mean, we have family gatherings. I'm Mexican. We have a big old family. Of course, we eat things and drink things that Muslims don't do, but they respect them and they're like, okay, let's cook for KB before, or let's have an alternative for KB. And the same thing goes for me. I was willing to try new things, and if it's something I don't like, the family is very much willing to adapt. So I think that's the best thing that's worked for us is the open-mindedness and knowing that we're not here to change each other. We're here to accept, embrace, and learn from each other.
And that's the beauty of marriage.
Absolutely.
You're here on a journey, right? You're not here to tell people and force something down someone's throat. That is the trial and tribulation. So walk us through an example where you were like, all right, we're a balanced family. We've laid the ground rules. We accept each other. What's something that you said, you know what, Khaled, I love you to death, but I ain't going with that. Or I'm not going to be a part of this. This is some wild stuff. Or out of the norm for me, even though you see hundreds and hundreds of people doing it, I'm just not going to do it. But I support you. I love you, but I'm going to wait in the car kind of situation.
I think the first thing that happened to me that was quite a shocker to me was when we were part of an engagement. And it was, okay, the men are in the living room discussing this, and you as a female, all you guys round up and go inside the bedroom. And I was like, what? I was like, excuse me? No, why am I doing that? And Hannah just looked at me like with these eyes of, please just do it. Just go with the flow. Don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut and just follow him.
Yeah.
Which I did. And I sat in the bedroom and very much questioning everything that was happening. Like, why are we doing this? Why do I feel like a second-class citizen? This is just not okay. You know, and I think if it would have been explained to me prior, it wouldn't have been a shock. And I
cultural norms and because this isn't deen, this is more culture. Because every religion has their own way of doing the nikah, or the engagement, or the kitab, or however you call it. So
yeah, so that was quite the shocker to me. Yeah. And I went along with it because I was respecting who I was with and where I was. But when we got home, oh, he heard a whole mouthful. I'll tell you that. I will never be a part of that ever again in my life.
Bruh. Yeah.
How dare you? She didn't like that at all.
And then when he tells me, well, wait till you get to the wedding. I thought, what do you about the wedding? Well, you know, I'm going to be on one side and you're going to be on this side. I said, no, you're going to do
wedding.
You will be RSVPing for one.
Oh, my goodness.
That's it. So basically, no more separated engagement. That's not going to happen. She's not joining that kind of party.
Yeah.
But luckily, there were a few of those anyway. So.
All right. I mean, you got to make up for it. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
it's about the balance.
It's the balance. And then that was, again, I said, and that's fine. You want to go. This is part of what you're used to. I'm not used to it. I respect that. But don't blindside me again. And be my guest. Be a party of one. I'm okay with that. You won't know whether I'm there with you or not anyway.
Yeah.
I'm in another room.
Bruh. Yeah.
So what's the point?
Where's Genny? She's over there.
She's over there. You won't know. Just pretend I'm over there.
There you go. In spirit.
In spirit. I was there in spirit. So of course I supported the fact, but but that wasn't going to happen. But
that's
like
beautiful.
Just like that, there's so many other things.
And you know, when you talk about the religion, you talk about the deen. California is more on the liberal side, even from the Muslim community. The Muslim community in the Bay is more liberal than the Muslim community in the South, which is kind of funny because of how that worked out.
Right.
So to hear that people are having segregated weddings in San Francisco, I think today, that'd be a foreign concept.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
again,
I want to say majority.
This was over 15 years ago. So
15, okay. So things have definitely changed, modernized.
Evolved, so maybe there's not that many. So yeah, that is definitely a shocker to me. That was, what else? I mean, I knew about not the pork and not the drinking. And part of it also, Khaled respected the fact that I do eat pork. I do drink alcoholic beverages. And it's just, it's a balance. Absolutely. It's a give and take. It's meeting halfway.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would never do anything to disrespect him. Clearly, I would never lie to him and say, hey, here, try this. No, it's not pork.
The beauty about this is when people want to enforce that kind of stuff in a marriage, a lot of times respect is thrown out the window. But when you have that tafahum, that understanding that, okay, I understand this is what you want to do, and even though I might not agree with some of it, but, I respect it, just like how you respect me and my wishes and the things that I want to do. I won't do it, but I'm going to be there to support you with it. And that is a game changer. You don't see that.
Right.
You don't see that a lot.
Agreed.
In the Muslim community. It's usually, I said so, and that's expected. And that's it. So that's amazing. This balance, this unity, this amazingness is very rare. You guys are a rare couple.
I mean, obviously, it's just learning that there's some arguments they're not worth having.
Absolutely.
And learning that. Of course, we've matured in our relationship, but at the beginning, it was a lot. Society feels that it's so different. It really isn't. Our cultures are not that different, except that the world doesn't allow it's not conducive for successful marriages of mixed races.
Yeah.
There's always some type of stereotype or it's not going to work for you. But there's so many similarities. I mean, when it comes to religion, it's very important for me, being Mexican,
Absolutely.
from Mexican background. Family is the most important. Khaled and I both understand that we have moral obligations to our family and that it's very important to us. So we respect and we encourage and we, go ahead and do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
I'll be home when you're done taking care of business. I'll be home and I'll be here and tomorrow will be another day. Whether we like it or not, this is our moral obligation and we understand that.
You know, a lot of folks don't understand that. A lot of folks expect for them to be put first always. And the reality is there are situations that require extra time or extra patience or extra maneuvering, right? Not everything is perfect. I don't know what's in your mind. I can't think for you. Please don't let me read your mind because I will fail a lot.
Okay.
Having that balance, having the ability to be patient, sabr, it's a big deal. And you guys got it down packed.
Well, I mean, it's through a trial and error. Trial and error, because it wasn't that easy. It wasn't easy at the beginning, but if it's worth fighting for worth sticking out, you know, okay, let's work this out. Let's talk it through. And I'm quite a talker, and Khaled isn't. So
you have to read his mind.
I have to read his mind, yes. I've got the manual.
Oh, there's a manual.
There's a manual.
Okay.
She's the extra verb, I'm the introverb. So there's a lot of interpretation.
Translation.
Translation.
You gotta get an interpreter.
I speak Khaled language.
She speaks Khaled language. So that's what I like about her. She knows me more than I know
She
myself.
speaks KB.
She speaks KB, exactly.
Yes, I got the manual for KB.
That's what's up. KB translator here.
That's exactly.
Very good. Very
Who
good.
knew AI was always on me.
15 years too late. There
Yes,
you go.
yes,
We already got it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, so to finish that off, it was like we're so similar. You know, even when we were going to get engaged, and I was like, oh, for the love of Christ, I'm going to have to tell this man he needs to go to my home and ask for my hand in marriage. And I'm thinking, he's going to think I'm ridiculous. Like, who does that, right?
Yeah.
And when I told him, he's like, oh my God, you do that. Yes, that's part of our culture too.
Yeah, we do
That's
that too.
We do that
Thank
too. Oh,
God.
thank God, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when my parents met him and my brothers met him, of course they put him through the ringer. I was the youngest
Absolutely.
of two older sibling men, and it was just like, okay, who is this character? Where does he come from? You know, and they
You got to
give him-
go through a background check. You got
I'm
family and law
I'm pretty
enforcement.
much. I had a background check.
He
Had
did.
an involuntarily background check that happened.
He sure did.
I passed.
You got a notification in the mail.
I
Your credit's been ran.
Your credit's been ran. Background check, criminal background check.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
the what is it? The FICA list, everything. Every list
We
in
got
the
a
world.
FICA score and
FICA
all.
score, everything.
You know, it made me think because you said he was excited that he had to come and ask for your hand. In Islam, there is a dowry. Was there a dowry
You know,
presented?
that is so
Man,
funny.
I
You
don't know why I
mentioned
spoke
that.
about this. She feels
Please.
cheated.
Please tell me. Please tell us.
She felt cheated. She doesn't know there was a dowry. Like, what dowry? She got me. That's it.
Remember?
Priceless.
The scratcher I bought that became a Powerball.
Did you win? Oh, so that's the Powerball that
She
we're
didn't
talking
realize
Yes.
how good she got it.
Oh,
She got it after she
sweet.
found out.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about that. Again, ignorance is bliss for him on his behalf. When I found out that existed, I was like, whoa,
Selective
whoa, whoa.
information.
If I have to switch how much we actually took care of her and everything else, I'll happy to switch to dowry right
you
now.
got receipts?
Man.
Funny
She got
thing-
the better end of it,
My
okay?
family, my brothers, after they knew him for a couple of months, were like, okay, KB, you're going to marry her, but we have something to tell you. He's like, yeah, what? There's no return policy. You're taking her, she's yours.
I should have got the hint by then. No refund, no exchange. They're like, oh, is that a final sale? What's going on here? Like, that's exactly what they said. Like, oh, no.
Exactly. If you know my brother, yes, that came out of his mouth. But yeah, no, I was like, wait a minute. You know, I think it was year 10. I said, okay, honey, you know, long haul. We're married. This is it. We're going to till death do us part. Please tell me you're a prince back in the Middle East and you have all these old.
What's that movie, Coming to America?
She's like-
There you go.
She still asks me, doesn't your parents own like an oil well somewhere back home?
This ain't Texas.
Please tell me that you're a rich prince from back home. I still love you, but that's okay. Money can't buy happiness. We've learned that.
Are you sure?
It may help, but it's not going to buy it.
Okay. It may help indeed.
It buys a Gucci bag, but doesn't buy happiness. Yep.
Fragmental happiness.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So those are interesting trials. You know, you guys figured it out. Marriage is not easy. No matter what religion or culture you're in, you guys are from two different cultures, two different religions, and you're making it work. You have the balance jam-packed. You have it figured out. And the beauty about it is, the number one thing that I can think of is you guys have this respect. And that respect is unfazed. The balance is unfazed. And
Absolutely.
that's beautiful.
Thanks to God, yes.
Thanks to God. So, We got 3 minutes. Let's hear some shit. Let's hear some shit about KB. Let's go.
Oh my God.
I want the dirt.
You want
dirt?
the dirt?
I want
on
that dirty.
KB.
I want the
dirt.
laundry
You got the.
in the wind.
Don't worry. You need a few hours, man. 3 minutes not gonna be
few
enough. But hey,
hours?
I can give you some shit about me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any. I mean, of course, we all have our quirks, little quirks in life, but no, it's like there's nothing juicy and gossip. Oh my God, Katie, no. I always give him shit, him and his brother. If I counted every business these guys have been wanting to open since I met them both.
That's a Arab gene. That's an
Oh,
Arab gene.
for the
They want to
love-
open a business when they think about it, dream about it. That's me too. I'm guilty of that as well.
If I had $1 for every business, I go down the list. Do you?
That is a business.
I said, if we remember pizza parlors, dry cleaners, cleaning service, car lots,
Pizza joint.
Oh my God, we were driving the other
Dessert.
day, and a dry cleaning truck went by. Kim Dry. Shout out to Kim Dry, unpaid sponsorship. And he said he was going to buy a franchise from somebody, Kim Dry. And I was like,
I
still in
should've.
business?
I should have.
You sounds like you probably should have.
I
How long ago?
should've.
You were like, this was a couple years ago.
No. Yep.
But,
a long time ago.
car parts, motorcycle parts. Yeah, I've seen it all.
I mean, you're in a big city. You're always gonna need there's always a demand in a big city, but like places like Wyoming, and you
Right.
just try to open that business,
Yeah,
you're not gonna find it. But I feel like as if you put your money where your mouth is and follow through in a big city like the Bay, anything is possible. right?
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
That's true. Absolutely.
So tell us we got about a minute left. Favorite place to go to eat in San Francisco for our viewers. If they're in the Bay, where do they go?
Well, typically you're going to go to your clam chowder in a bowl. Come on.
Clam chowder in a bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
Or your crab sandwiches on the pier.
Okay. Is it real crab?
It's real
It's
crab.
real
Are you
crab.
sure?
That I know. That is
For a
real
fact.
crab.
They
For a
actually, the
fact.
crab is there. They show it to you, and they eat the crabs.
When we came to visit the Bay, and we were passing by a bazaar, and I walked in, and I saw this lobster roll. Oh my gosh! It was basically all lobster and no bread until they take it out, and it's all bread
Correct.
and barely no lobster. And I'm like, this glass is an illusion.
That's correct.
And it was very, very
Tourist trap, right?
Yeah, it
sure,
is.
somewhere on Pier 39 or Fisherman's Wharf.
good. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You got it.
Yeah, but you go to Bodine, get some nice sour bread, you get a clam chowder in there. It's amazing.
Sour bread
Yep. Sourdough,
and boudin.
Bodine.
Bodine or boudin?
Oh, it's not a Bodine, no. It's a Bodine.
What if I'm from the south and I want to say it? I don't want to say boudin.
Oh yeah, they're gonna you're gonna get something else
Oh,
completely.
Okay.
Not,
So
not.
it's a
No,
thing.
you're gonna get something else completely.
All right.
I don't advise you. You're married, man. That's not a good sign.
All right. So definitely got to do the
You
seafood.
have to do the seafood.
Oh.
There's Italian, there's Mexican. It's a melting pot. The Bay Area is a melting pot. So you can
Yeah.
pick a cuisine and you'll have.
There
top-notch.
isn't a cuisine that says, well, I think it's clam chowder then,
Mm-hmm.
that says this is our.
Clam chowder this is San Francisco.
So soup.
Soup in a bowl. Because it's always cold, so it'll keep it nice and warm.
Is that what it? Okay.
It's in a bowl bread. So the bread. They
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
carve
whoa,
it-
whoa.
They carve it out and they
But,
put
I mean, it's
soup.
like the broccoli cheddar bowl at Panera.
That is correct.
That's right.
Okay.
But the real stuff, not the Panera, right? So the good stuff. Fresh bread, real crab. And
But doesn't clam chowder have bacon in it?
Not all places. You have to ask.
yes.
Another thing that I've learned through the
Uh-huh.
years to have bacon.
Khalid was like, it tastes too good. There must be bacon.
Must be
There must be
bacon.
bacon in there. It's
Oh,
too yummy.
gosh.
I have a sense. If anything have bacon, lard, I can tell her there has it. And she's like, they would swear it doesn't. They have to go ask and they find out there is. I can smell it.
You know what's crazy? My favorite taco spot here in Phoenix. I tried their fried beans, and it was the best fried beans I've ever had. And I was
Did you
like,
ask what
is
they
it?
fried them in?
Fried in lard.
And it turns out they fried them in lard.
Correct.
And that was the last time I ordered fried beans,
Yes.
and I was very sad.
But
Same.
a lot of restaurants now, they're switching because lard is quite fatty. And a lot of them actually do it in oil.
Oh, is it the
Right now.
cholesterol thing now?
Yes. Now it's not. They're going to the health side. So you just ask. A lot of them are doing it in oil, not in lard.
How do you get that flavor though?
It's just the frying part of it, the fat, the greasy part. They
Let
just
the
add-
Mexican lady answer that.
Oh, please go for it. I'm saying from the halal, the halal fried.
You
beans.
have to fry a pepper. You fry one of those yellow peppers.
Bell pepper.
No, not a bell pepper. They're the other yellow ones that look like serranos, but I'm not sure what they're called.
Poblano,
But you
yeah.
fry those first, and that gives the oil, the flavor, the smokiness, different flavor. And then you
No
add, then you
way.
put your beans.
What? And you
That's
get the
what-
same
You get the same effect.
without lard.
Correct.
She gave you the secret. Make sure don't spread the news, please.
Can we get some more secrets, Miss Mexican lady, about how to? Let's do. What were we talking about? Birria.
You got it. You roll
Right.
the R's. Birria.
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 Birria. Not bira, because if
Not
you ask
bira.
for a bira, they're gonna give you
No, the shaitan
Bud
is going to be
Light.
with you. Not a good thing. No.
right. If you ask for a
No,
birria.
no, no.
Birria.
They're not going to give you a Bud Light. They're Mexican. They're going to give you a Corona.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank
Oh,
you.
oh no, not even
Make sure.
Corona. Come on,
It's Corona.
come on. We're
As
too
a
close to the
Mexican
border.
restaurant, it's going to be Corona.
That's not Corona. What's better than Corona?
Modelo.
No,
Modelo.
Pacifico.
Ooh,
What's that? Oh,
yeah.
Come
You know-
on, man.
you know your
gotta,
stuff.
You gotta astaghfirullah. You gotta know your
Yeah.
beers, man.
I get the halal beer.
Oh,
And it's, but the best thing you should try,
Laziza.
michelada.
Michelada.
Michelada. They actually have like half a beer and half like Lamado, tomato juice, and they put lemon. They put the
It's like a cocktail.
it's a
in
cocktail.
can.
They put the shrimps
glass.
all the way
In
on
a glass.
top and the glass
but
and the
there's-
stuff, and you eat the
there's a
this whole
garnish,
thing. Oh
okay.
yeah,
There's a
the garnish is the best part of it.
See, this is the balance. We're walking into beverages and more.
Mm-hmm.
Genevieve goes to one section, and Helen goes to the non-alcoholic section. And here's this man walking with a case
you
of
go.
beer, and I'm like, what is happening here? And I get closer to him, and it's a Corona beer, alcohol-free.
Wow.
Yep.
That exists.
Oh yeah.
I know Heineken has it, but not.
Corona does.
Corona does now.
That's
I hate
crazy.
beer, by the way, so I don't
But
drink
doesn't
it.
it like taste like beer?
I hate
Yes,
beer.
it does.
And it tastes like
It tastes like beer.
yeah, and that's not a great flavor. I'm
No,
fine.
but hey, I go there's champagne, halal champagne.
Okay.
There is wine, whiskey. I think you have a bar.
Non-alcoholic
People
whiskey?
people look at me. They think I'm an alcoholic. It's all non-alcoholic. Everything. Hey, you want to try it, man?
it's a facade.
It's cool. Yes, exactly.
It's a facade. But that's the balance. See, we both get to go.
You
into
guys make it
beverages.
work.
Hey,
we
want to
make
eat
it work.
Italian food with the red wine? She have her wine. I got my wine. So we enjoy the.
All right, Sheikh KB, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you, wouldn't this fall under tashabbuh?
No. Why tashabbuh? I like it's the grape juice. Why do you drink grape juice?
Ah,
It's flavored.
We found loophole. I
Hey.
see. Okay. I see. Okay.
I'm picky. As long as it's halal, we're
There
good.
you go. You know the niyya mawjuda, the intentions are there, so you guys
Intentions.
make it work.
Tensions is halal.
Yes.
That's it.
That's good.
Absolutely.
This has been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you
We
for
learned
having
about
us.
trials and tribulations.
Absolutely.
Love
And
it.
hopefully you guys come visit us more here in Phoenix. Get you out of that cold in the bay.
Into the heat of the desert.
heat
You
of
got
the
it.
desert.
Heat of the desert. Yes.
The dry heat, don't
Yeah,
forget.
no clam chowder here. I don't think you can find a good clam chowder
No,
here.
probably
in
not.
I hope not.
Phoenix.
In the middle of the desert. So
Yeah. Very
We'll
far
stick
away
to
from
barbecue.
this.
We're good.
There you go. Wow. Well, as always, you guys are always welcome. And thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming out.
Thank
at
you.
TKP podcast.